All right, what's going on, everyone? We're about to start the June 22nd StockTots weekly review for the week of June 22nd to June 26th. First, I'm going to touch on the previous week of June 15th to June 19th. It was a really choppy week, lots of Fed talking, lots of international fighting, also coronavirus fears with increasing cases in Florida, Texas, California, just to name some states. Also Georgia, but yeah. So basically, reopening in those major populous states have slowed down, have even actually rewinded. Florida has shut down restaurants and theme parks again. Um, but yeah, it was a very choppy week in terms of option trading, especially for swing trading. It was honestly a coin flip week. Coin flip like heads for bull, tails for bears. Like it was kind of that kind of week. Technical analysis was pretty much useless. Um, for swing trading, for day trading, we had some success, especially with the usual tickers: Amazon, Tesla, Spotify, um, and so on. But the main proponent just last week was penny stocks. So we had tons of big, unusual volume movers on on news. UONE was the biggest one. That was like a really that went from like I think they pulled the chart up real quick. I want to say like $3 to all the way up to 50 yesterday, or sorry, Friday. Um, let's pull this chart up real quick. Give me 1 second. Yeah, about $2 all the way up to $53. We scalped this several times. We didn't swing this at all, but we scalped this as a day trade several times. So it was um, really easy trade on UONE, OXPR as well on Friday. VWAP breakup. We took it. Well, actually, no, VWAP break. Like it ran, and then it came back down to VWAP. We took an entry there, and then it just ran all the way up to high day, short squeezing. So that was good. Spotify was at first was a yellow swing trade that a couple members took. All-time highs breakout. Closed also at all-time highs. So we figure, and also partnership, and then the next day they announced partnerships with Kim Kardashian and I want to say DC Comics or something like that. Yeah, Spotify was good. NTN, another penny that we swung. This one we swung for like almost 200%. So this was very successful. And then Delta, I want to talk about. We're still holding Delta, but Delta is we took puts as a hedge on two other calls that we have. Um, just to be safe. I mean, swinging to the weekend was I mean is almost never a good idea. Especially now since we're back into we're easing into the Corona market again. So those Delta puts are very important um, as a hedge. So even if we do open red tomorrow, at least Delta will help us recover the losses on our other two trades, Tilray and what's the other one? I'm forgetting. Um, let's go to position, CLDR. Yeah, CLDR as well. I also have Spotify puts, but those were yellow because Spotify on the hourly was reversing. So we just took some puts just to mess around. Now let's talk about this upcoming week, the 22nd to the 26th. There's two major earnings, Nike and Rite Aid. Thanks to Ryan for that. So yeah, it's two major earnings to watch. Nothing too big, so there's nothing to focus on there. Same with the economic events. Manufacturing index on Tuesday. Unemployment claims every Thursday in the morning, 8:30 a.m. Eastern. And then Friday, I misspelled Friday. Let me fix that. Friday, consumer spending report. Most likely, people spending more, saving a little bit less than last month's report. Or yeah, I think it's monthly. I'm not sure. But then definitely than last report. These options are mainly uh, just basically the most popular movers from last week. Also some technicals in there. We got Tencent, Chewy, Slack, Norwegian Cruise Lines, AMD, Apple, Amazon, Tesla, Qualcomm, Square, PayPal. I think Square and PayPal will be very important to watch this week. Payment processing is very important to watch this week. Um, Nvidia, DraftKings, Royal Cruises, Spotify, and Salesforce also. And these pennies are also unusual movers. I've been getting, I want to say, 4 times in. Hold on, let me check. yeah, these pennies have been getting 5 times the unusual volume of their past candles, their past daily candles. So these are important to watch. Yeah, I mean, these pennies could be the next UONE. You never know. This penny market has been crazy, so hopefully we can take advantage of these day trades. Possible swing trades on these, but yeah. And I see that there's one question here in the chat. Which reversal patterns are most effective usually in our trading? So reversal patterns, I'm usually looking for either a technical pattern. What I mean by that, um, technical on the chart. So when we're drawing lines, let's say a resistance break counts as a um, reversal pattern. Let's say a descending wedge pattern on the daily is a reversal pattern. If you break above the uppermost trend line, that counts as a reversal pattern. MACD reversal is another reverse pattern. Um, Doji reversal, so let's say we have a bearish or bullish engulfing candle, that could be a reversal pattern. Um, and let's see, and moving average crossovers, something moving over a moving average or below, could be well, if you have one singular moving average and that's your strategy. If it's moving above it, that could indicate a reversal over a period of time. A crossover, so having two different moving averages, let's say, I don't know, the 9 or 26 EMAs, SMAs, that's called a crossover. If they um, cross and they keep and cross above with the reversal, that could indicate reversal. So there's many different reversal patterns and strategies out there. Um, but I mean, I listed a couple. There's maybe hundreds more. Just stick to a couple and trade them. Usually, the most effective, I would say, moving average. When something moves over a moving average, a pattern break like descending wedge, bull flag, something like that. And I would say MACD divergence as well. If you pair that up with any of those, I think it's a very strong strategy. Maybe a 55-60% win rate or so, depending on how effectively you use it. But yeah, I mean, there's so many out there. Just continue to do your research. Let's see. I don't think there's any other questions, so I guess we will wrap this up. Should be a very interesting week. A lot less Fed talking. Last week we had Feds talking nearly every day except for Monday, so it was a really crazy week. I think this week is going to be a lot less crazy, but I'll probably lean bearish because of the coronavirus cases rising in the United States and worldwide as well. But we'll see. It depends. I mean, not all states are increasing. My state, Maryland, for example, is actually getting lows. Let me confirm that real quick. I'm pretty sure we're getting lows still.
Yeah, for a lot of the states that haven't increased their cases or haven't really reopened fully yet, I think that the case counts aren't rising as quickly as a lot of the places in the country that have opened again.
Yeah, it's usually like the places that aren't radical. Like what I mean by that is like Florida. You have people wanting to go to the beach every hour. You have California, obviously, California life. You know what I mean? Like places that are really active are getting those case rises. The South, the and New York is making significant progress as well. All the downside, so it's very good for them. Yeah, New York is getting nice lows here as well. That's crazy. That's good. Good for that state. I mean, also it could be because they're not testing as much. Most people's president yesterday said that we have tested much less. So it's just a gimmick to keep the numbers low, but the cases are still on the rise no matter what. So, but yeah, that should do it for this review. So hope to see you guys in chat. For people watching, if you have any questions, you can feel free to DM me, DM the chat, or post or at me in the chat as well. I'll reply when I can. But it should be an interesting week. But yeah, so that concludes it. See you guys.
Take it easy, guys. Have a good week.
You too.